Hey, how we doing, Blue Fleet? How we going? Hi, Hades, how are you? Welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. We're carrying on... What are we on, part 12 now? Yeah, part 12. Oh, boy. Oh, no, I haven't turned tits on. Hold on. I'll give you a free one. Because my channel points are unlimited. Hold on, I forgot to turn tits on. Oh, no. Yeah, that's my fault. I've been kind of rushing around a little bit. Right, we good? Right, okay. There we go. Good thing you're cruel, it helps troubleshoot things. Yeah. I need to give you a free one of those, because... There we go. Okay. Yeah. I have unlimited channel points, so like if I don't put tits on, then I take a note of what redeems people have thrown, and then I have to do it to myself, because it's like, well, you're spending your channel points, so it's only fair that you get your money's worth, right? I mean, it's not even costing, like, money, but you know what I mean. Anyway. We were, I think... Yeah, that's right. We're trying to nail some wrong'un with a bowl cut. Because people with bowl cuts are evil, apparently. Wait, hang on. No! No! No, we're not. That's a lie. Falsehood. But yeah, we're at Turnabout Ablaze. The middle portion. I think you said last time, Ara, that we've got, like... 4 or 5 sections of this case left. It's pretty big. Like, this case has some serious girth. Okay, so we're at the Theatrum Neutralis in the lobby. Okay. Agent Lang. Lang Z says, little cubs, never do they know the real fury of the Elder Wolves. These quotes are definitely becoming increasingly difficult to decipher. Wait, hang on, are these his sunglasses? What? How do those even stay on? We have Lasser Part 1, Lasser Part 2, and Lasser Part 3. Oh, Jesus. He looks like he's about to go to, like, an alchemist country and just, like, start killing his way through everyone. Because he's that awesome. I guess so. But, like, what happens when he meets the Elric brothers and he realizes, oh, actually, maybe I was wrong about alchemists. Except for that one who turned his daughter and a dog into a chimera. He can get to fuck. Fucking asshole. Okay. And what does that mean? It means that you'll never really know how angry I can get. Mr. Prosecutor, the counterfeit bills made with Barbalese ink. They were all of Shangfa denominations. Yes, so I heard from Miss Von Karma. But we don't know where the play money has gone. They must not have figured out that it was all burned yet. Ever since those things showed up in circulation, my country's economy has taken a big hit. Shangfa is in financial chaos as we speak, because we can't tell the difference between our own bills and the fakes. But it's not just the money. The citizens are also worried. I've staked the honor of the House of Lang on this. And I've come to this land to capture the mastermind behind this whole mess. I investigated how the bills were made, and how the ink was smuggled into Shangfa. And I pursued the smuggling ring all the way here. But tonight, this is where the final chapter was written. Despite my frantic efforts to chase the smuggler down, someone got to him first. And now I'm called to return home without a single answer. Agent Lang, Don't start. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault, Mr. Prosecutor. Ambassador Alba, I'm sorry for all the trouble tonight. Oh, no. I should apologize. It was all because I was not strong enough. If only I was able to think of a better solution. Quackers, you fool! Curse your empty brain! You're being too hard on yourself, Ambassador. I take full responsibility for tonight. End of story. Sheena, let's go. Time to return to our den. Yes. I don't like to admit it, but there's not much else for us to do but go home as well. Agent Lang, a moment if you please. Oh! You, Wolfband Secretary Lady, hold it! Objection! Bow! Okay, gumshoe moment number... Which one's this? Which gumshoe moment is this? Gumshoe moment number 10. Wouldn't it be awesome if we actually had like a game where you could be Gumshoe? Like, imagine that. I love me some gumming. Hey, Zach, how you going? All good here. Hope it's going good for you too. I just realized I've got like some of my energy drink left from it. I should probably neck this. Yeah, it's meant to snow tomorrow. We've got a storm coming through. Hey, Neander, how you going? How are we going? Welcome to Ace Attorney. Hey, hey, hey. Let me give you a quick shout out. Hold on. You came at just the right moment because we've got like this sexy beast. Oh, you can't see my mouse pointer. You can't. I'm pointing at Gumshoe, right? This sexy beast who's pointing at these guys. Look at him. Majestic. Actually, isn't Gumshoe just human random? Ha. You hope the snow's going to be enjoyable and not hazardous? I don't know. It's a storm we've got coming through. It's named Storm Bert. What an amazing... if we don't get a Storm Ernie this storm season, I'm going to be pissed off, right? I'm going to be very angry if we don't get Storm Ernie. But yeah, we got Storm Bert, and we've got, like, snow forecast for the entire country, followed by rain. And this morning it was really icy. Like, really fucking icy. I went... Yeah, it's coming through tomorrow for us. I went outside to get the bin in this morning, and, like, I went around my car, almost slipped. And there was this guy coming up the road from the shop, and he literally just fell straight down onto his ass. And I was just like, oh, ow, you alright, bud? He's like, yeah, it's fine. It's just embarrassed, but it's like, ooh, no, it was very slippery out this morning. It's going to get worse tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. I guess not much else we can do really. No, I don't know if it is the same one, Eric, because it's like it's coming in. I think it must be a different one. I'm pretty sure this one's coming in through the Atlantic. It is coming up from the south though, but like Scotland's got amber weather warnings. Most of the country's got yellow, but Scotland's got amber. It's like, oh boy. Oh, that's why it's not progressing. I'm on my chat box. Whoopsie doopsie. Detective Gumshoe, have you got the results of the handwriting analysis already? Yep, and that note was definitely written by Mr. Corchin, sir. Just as I thought. Good work, detective. Yippee! We praise the Gumshoe. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. How long do you intend to hold us up for? Sorry to have made you wait, but I believe that now everyone is finally here. Huh? What happened there? I took a swig of my drink and drunk. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, Neander. I started playing Fields of Mystria, and I am Juniper's flaw now. I'm Juniper's good guinea pig. I'm dozy. Bork, bork, borf, bork, borf, borf, borf. I swear, chat, I'm hinged. I swear I have hinges. Ow. I probably deserved that, huh? Agent Sheena, I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. Yes? How exactly did you fail to see the Yatagarasu? When you were in the neighbouring room to where Mr. Cochin was killed. I'd like you to explain that to us. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. What are you doing asking her about something she didn't see? Agent Lang hasn't touched the Babal investigation at all. So I suppose I'll need to explain a few things to him first. Miles Edgeworth, I can't even begin to imagine what's going on in that head of yours. She's wearing sunglasses inside, she doesn't see much. The only thing going on in my head is the pursuit of the truth. Oh, it sounds like you have some sort of plan. Very well, I'll supervise you until the end. Is she seriously going to treat me as a subordinate for the rest of the day? I mean, yeah, Edgeworth, you know, you're used to being the top, but this time you're the bottom. And it's to your own sister. Look at you with your crony-ass hair vents. Look at you. Wait, hang on. Oh. Doesn't that mean that he's Crony's dad? Ha. We're getting to the deep lore of Ace Attorney now. Ah! Listen. Edgeworth is definitely the top in the Edgeworth-Phoenix relationship. So Edgeworth actually learning what it's like to be a boss must be like a really uncomfortable experience for him. And if my terminology is correct, Francisca is a power top. So it's going to be doubly uncomfortable. You know, he is going to get peg-maxed. right? He's gonna get pegged so hard, he's gonna feel like he's washing that's been hung out on a laundry line. You're not trying to pick a fight with my subordinate some flimsy guess, are you? I'm not trying to pick a fight, and the evidence is hardly flimsy, as you will see. Ho ho. Ha! I should have known that you and I are destined to fight it out to the very end. It would appear that way. Well, I'll prove her innocence, so let's see what we've got, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Just 1 second, chap. Okay. Hi, how are we doing? My name's Shinsu. I'm a blue cloaker sea slug. I'm very say-so. I am a family-friendly streamer. Ah! No! I tell you what, it was worth it, though.
Just for one sweet sniffer.
Okay. Okay, that was the flagship. What actually hurts more? Being hit by 50 optional Karmatrin, or being hit by 1 flagship? Place your bets now. Okay. With pleasure. For my opening argument, I'll discuss the Yasagarasu that appeared in Babal. The Karmatrin, the flagship, just kills you? No, I killed the flagship. With fire! Being hit with a Horned Reaper. Oh my god, imagine if I could get a gif of the Horned Reaper's run cycle. Or no, I wonder if there's a gif of the Horned Reaper's attack cycle somewhere. Imagine. I mean, I could have a look through the Dungeon Keeper files, because I could probably make one. Because, like, the animations are all sprites, so if I can get all the sprites and then kind of arrange them on PowerPoint, I can actually make a gif of the Horned Reaper attack cycle. And then we could probably add that into tits. That would be absolutely baller. I might do that. That'd be a laugh. And establish exactly who it was that Kay saw. Okay. Agent Lang. I assume you've been briefed on Kay's testimony. You mean the suspicious person in a coat that she saw? That's right. That person is one of the keys to solving this case. Oh, okay. The person who pretended to be the Yasagarasu. Pretended? And what do you mean by that? I'll get to that in a second, but first, I want to review what Kay's mystery person did. Kay, if you could please explain for us what the person you were chasing did. Okay, you got it. I first spotted the suspicious person near the open air stage on the Barbalese side. I called out to the person, but as soon as I did, that person ran off. I thought it was rather suspicious, so I immediately gave chase. Understandable. For the sake of argument, let's call the suspicious person the Yasagarasu. Now, please tell us what happened when you chased the Yasagarasu up to the 3rd floor. Can do. Okay. I chased the Yasagarasu all the way up to the 3rd floor of the Barbalese embassy. It was a pretty straight chase down the hallway until the sudden turn. The Yasagarasu disappeared around the corner, so I did my best to catch up. When I turned the corner, I saw the Yasagarasu run into Mr. Kochin's office. I gave chase and ran into the room. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the light, but then... Ah! Who's there? By the time I turned on the lights, the Yasagarasu had disappeared. Oh. When Kay entered the room, the person she was chasing was already gone. Why do you suppose that was, Agent Lang? What do you mean, why do you suppose? Isn't it obvious? The person slipped out through the door behind the girl under the cover of darkness. Sorry, but I know for a fact that the person didn't escape through that door. Oh, and how do you know that with such certainty? That's easy. If the Yasagarasu had left through that door, they would have run right into this person. Well, it would have been Sheena, wouldn't it? Because she was the one who came. Kay is like at the doorway. But if the Yasagarasu was left behind her, the only person who came in immediately after was Sheena. wasn't it? Right? This bowl-cut ass-having serial killer-looking person. Just look. Look at those cold, dead serial killer eyes. Beneath a bowl cut. Round and Mob Psycho 100 looking. Doesn't it remind you of anyone, chat? Don't these cold, dead eyes of a killer remind you of someone? Don't you think? Does it remind you of anyone at all, chat? Anyone at all? Anyone at all? Stop staring into your souls? Okay, fair enough. It doesn't work, you don't have any? Ah, well, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You're French, aren't you? So, I couldn't resist. You left yourself wide open for that one, Ara. Okay.
Take that!
Your answer is Sheena? Yes, because let's consider what would have happened if the Atagrass would use the door. When Kay screamed upon discovering Mr. Cochin's body, the Yasagarasu would have run right into Agent Sheena, who was in the next room over. Ugh! Agent Sheena, would you mind telling us if you saw the suspicious person in question? No, I didn't see anyone. You see, therefore the Yasagarasu could not have escaped. It just means that the creep slipped out before Sheena made it in up to the hallway. I doubt that, as there was another person in that hallway. A certain detective. Detective Gumshoe, where were you exactly at that time? Me, sir? Oh, okay, scream. I ran towards Mr. Cochin's office from the opposite direction of Agent Sheena, sir. So, Agent Lang, can you explain how someone could have eluded both of them? Even you must concede that under these circumstances, the door was not a viable route. Grrr. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. You nailed it with just an explanation of what happened. Yes. I've eliminated one of the possible escape routes from that room. But this is far from over. I need to make Agent Lang aware as well of yet another possible escape route the Yasagarasu could have taken. I get it. So that's what you were trying to show me. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, let me guess. This is what you're trying to say, right? Because the door was not a viable escape route, then there must have been another way out. Precisely. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to bust out with our revolving fireplace wall explanation, right? No, not quite yet. But why? I thought this would be the perfect time. The revolving wall on the Barbalese side is known only to 4 people. And if we use this information unwisely, the truth may escape us in the end. What's with all the whispering over there? Scared I'll figure out your tactics? Nothing of the sort, Agent Lang. Come, let's continue where we left off. That smug, haughty attitude of yours. You really rubbed me the wrong way, you know that. Yeah, Lang only likes to be rubbed downwards. He doesn't like it when it kind of goes up. I'm sorry. How did that turn into a joke? How did that turn into a joke about jorking it? I'm so sorry. I mean, if you believe that I'm sorry, then you're losing bubbles so quickly. Worse than bubble tanks? Yeah. 1,000 stings is more painful than a mighty strike. You know what? That's very true. One of the reasons that I hate, bees and wasps. I had to think what those fuckers were called for a second then. God damn. Well, no matter. I figured you out already anyway. The only other possible escape route besides the door is the room's lone window. And since an eerie picture of said escape route exists... Are you saying that this photo captures the moment of the Yatagarasu's escape? I guess Detective Bad must have filled him in on this photo. I have to admit that at first I thought the window to be a possible escape route as well. However, I now know that to be impossible. Now, I realize you may not know this, but... humans can't fly. Can we just, like... Look. 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 It's shapely and delicious, alright? Let me have this one. Of course I know that. That's bloody common sense. Besides, I never said that I thought that photos with the Assegrass's escape route. I suppose not. Alright then, explain yourself. You still have enough for 26 Karmatrin, so all I have to do is sniff the armpit 27 times and I'm safe. Right? At least you know she's not French. Yeah, Zach, exactly. The shadow in this photo is not the Assegrass that Kay was chasing after. You can say whatever you'd like in whatever language you want. But there's only one language I really understand. The language of evidence. Oh yeah, you can't quite see YouTube chat. Look, look. Oh, there you go. There you go. You can just about see now. Hee hee. There we are. Yeah, I might actually have to try and rework my, I might try and rework my overlay a little bit just so I can kind of condense the two chats together so that you can see more of YouTube. Because I sit over YouTube a little bit, don't I? Maybe there's a project for me to have a look at over the weekend. Like, it wouldn't take very much for me to rejig my two chats and just kind of condense them into the middle a little bit, perhaps. Yeah. Very well, then. I present to you proof that the person Kay saw is not the same as the one in this photo. Oh, okay. So this is the photo. Photo taken after the first fire on the 4th and 5th floors had taken place. This is the photo in question, right? So, is it here with the shadow? The first fire occurred during the Jammin' Ninjas show. The fire occurred on the 4th and 5th floors and took until the end of the show to put the fire out. The second fire at the Barbalese Embassy occurred after the Jammin' Ninjas show. The fire occurred on the 3rd floor and Mr. Coachin's office caught fire during this. Okay. So that's a photo taken after the first fire had taken place. Right. Okay. Think. Took until the end of the show. I mean, the thing is, no, I don't think it is that. I don't think it. I think I've overcooked that. Okay, I'm having to actually think here, chat. Presents you proof the person Kay saw is not the same as the one in this photo. Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky. Spill... No, I don't think it's to do with that. There are signs that the revolving fireplace wall on Babal's side have been used. Okay. So this is after the first fire had taken place, but it doesn't say... the thing is, after the first fire on the 4th and 5th floor could mean, like, after the first fire could mean during the second fire. It doesn't preclude that from being a possibility, right? What am I looking for, chat? Help an old man out. Your granddad's struggling to brain. Your granddad's struggling to brain here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something proving which fire it took place in. Which fire it took place in. Okay. So then... Hang on. Is this a translation issue from American English into correct English? Because in correct English, this would be the ground floor, then this would be the first floor, the second floor. But in American English, this would be the first floor, the second, and then the third. And if this was taken during the first fire, this floor should be on fire, right? There should be flames, like, here. Should there not? Am I overcooking this, chat? Because we also use ground floor, yeah. We also use the ground floor. I think I should try it. I'm leaning back towards this. It's only the Americans being wrong about it, yeah. Where was the photo taken? We don't know. We don't know. But, like, I'm looking for something which proves which fire it took. You say try the photo? Alright, we'll try it.
Take that!
Let me explain to you precisely why the shadow in this photo is not the Yasugarasu Kei saw. I couldn't save. That was the other thing. I couldn't save there. I couldn't even save Scum. I feel like part of my, like, soul has been torn out. Okay. Kei spotted the Yasugarasu heading for the 3rd floor during the 2nd fire. However, the photo in question was taken just after the 1st fire. Ooh! The ground itself is 0. Huh. See, over here, ground floor is ground floor. Like, the bottommost floor of a building is the ground floor. Then the next floor is the 1st floor, and it goes up from there. We also use, like, yeah, we call it the, yeah, first floor. Like, this, my office is on the 1st floor of my house, right? Yeah, way to go. That's twice you've bitten in the butt now. We're not done yet. You still have to explain what that shadow is. And how the Yasugarasu escaped. I don't suppose you can answer both, can you? Regarding the photo, I admit that we don't understand what it means quite yet. Huh, as I thought. However, the Yasugarasu's escape route? Now that I can answer. You can? Well then, Mr. Prosecutor, go on. Enlighten me.
Hold it!
Even if I explain it, you'll try to find some flaw with what I have to say. You were busy heading up the Alabastian investigation, correct? In that case, I doubt you'd have much knowledge about the Barbalese side of the case. So wouldn't it be best if the lead on that side, Agent Sheena, explained in my stead? The ceiling of the ground floor is 1 unit and floor of the first... 1 unit and floor of the first basement is -1 unit? Ha! Over here, most places don't have a basement floor. Like, some places will have a cellar. I've got a cellar, but it's like, it's a storage room. You know, it's a utility room. It doesn't have anything that I go down there for except to check the meter and, like, to, you know, occasionally play about with the electric box. You know, there's nothing down there for me to actually... There's not an actual usable room down there. It's just, like, you know, an empty storage space. I know that in America a lot of places have actual basement rooms, but that's not common here. That's not common in the UK at all. Ugh, Sheena's my subordinate. If I don't stick up for her, how can I look her in the eyes and call myself her boss? Lang, it's alright. I can take care of him. Sheena. You shielded me a lot as my boss. But it's time for me to prove my worth. Alright, if you're okay with it, then you have my support. Finally, it's down to just Agent Sheena and myself. This is where the battle really begins. Now then, what is it you'd like to ask? Let's see. Why don't we start with your movements inside the Barbalese embassy? Okay, here we go. During the first Barbalese fire, I assisted in putting out the fire. During the second fire, I was searching for the Yasugarasu that appeared in Babal. Okay. While I was searching, I heard a scream coming from the next room over. Although I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yasugarasu. To be honest, I'm actually very skeptical that the girl's Yasugarasu even exists. And that's all I have to say. But I'm not lying when I say I saw the suspicious person run into Mr. Cochin's office. Like I said earlier, I have no intention of retracting my testimony. Good. Just to confirm, did you have a partner when you were on your investigation? No, I moved alone. In that case, you have no one to corroborate your alibi. Is that correct? Are you calling her suspicious because she was in a room by herself? How pathetic. And it wasn't when Agent Sheena tried to arrest Kay under the same rationale? Oh. Texas had hard grounds, makes it difficult to dig basements. A lot of America, there's softer ground tornadoes. I guess that's a good point, actually, yeah. I mean, tornadoes, very good incentives to build basements. Over here, what do we have in the ground? No coal and sadness. Cheers, Thatcher. That's the most Yorkshire joke I think I've ever made in my life. And how about when you accused Larry because he was the weapon's owner? No longer any coal. No, we don't have any coal down there now. We used to have some, but no, there's no coal now. There's just sorrow and crying. Urgh. Not that it's unexpected for that useless thumb to get into such a situation. Also, I suppose it's never a good idea to let mistakes go uncorrected. I'll make no excuse for what I did in that situation. You should apologize right now for making Kay out to be the killer, pal. I'm sorry. Sheena, apologize. I'm sorry. It's really okay. I mean, I'm not in suspicion anymore. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Well, I never doubted you, not for 1 second. And the same goes for me. I believe in Sheena. Then let's put that to the test and see if she is really worthy of your trust. This promises to be interesting. I don't like her smile. I don't like her smile one bit. Okay.
Hold it!
So you helped with the fire extinguishing effort? I was in charge of the police on the Barbalese side, so I helped them with their work. Police doing the job of firemen. You really know how to work people. She sure does. That's because she's one awesome woman who knows how to manage. Most mines run dry eventually. Our mines didn't run dry. Our mines got closed by Thatcher because she was bad. I was trying to think how to do this within Twitch terms of service. No. One thing you don't do in Yorkshire, ever, is try and praise Thatcher because, like, I will laugh it off. But there are people who lived through those times, and they will just brick you. They will just pick up a brick and bam, no teeth anymore. So yeah, she's not popular around these parts. No. Oh, I guess so. She's always bringing you a business card or a scroll just the right time to prepare everything before I'm ordered to. That is the definition of a secretary. I hate that smile. That's fucking creepy. That's fucking creepy. Right. That's the sort of smile that people look at and it's like, oh, I can fix her. It's like, no. Knock that shit right off. She kind of seems more capable than Asian Lang, doesn't she? At the very least, she's certainly more capable than you, Detective. Oh, I kind of had a feeling you were going to say that. Sheena's more than just a capable secretary, you know. Sheena, tell them what other things you're good at. Alright. Yeah, coal does pollute massively. That's a fair point.
Hold it!
Oh, sorry, that was my knuckles. By the second fire, you mean the one that consumed the 3rd floor of Babal, correct? Yes, that was when the suspicious person was spotted in Babal. Then you were after the same person in the long coat I was after. There is no proof that the suspicious person was really the Atagarasu, because no one was able to get a good look at the person's face. By the way, how was your team's investigation? In order to extinguish the fire, water was pumped into the 3rd floor via the windows, so the majority of the investigators conducted their searches on other floors. Maybe they did, but there was one person who was wandering around lost on the 3rd floor. When the fire was pretty much out, I moved to investigate the 3rd floor. And you did that alone? Yes. Okay.
Hold it!
Okay. So you were in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office. I already told you I was earlier, as I was examining the neighbouring room. I heard that girl's shrill scream. Upon hearing her, I immediately ran towards Mr. Cochin's office, wherein you proceeded to arrest her, as I recall. Yes, I did. She was totally innocent, pal. Thought we'd already cleared that up. And I thought I had already apologised for my behaviour. Now, if the tenacious detective would be so kind as to be quiet, Ooh. It looks like Edgeworth's tapping Gumshoe. I have to agree, right now is not the time to take issue with that. Oh, not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. But what I do take issue with is the fact that you didn't see the Yatagarasu Agent Shinar. The prosecutors of this country are also strange. Okay.
Hold it!
You were unable to catch even a glimpse despite being in the next room. Is that true? I really hate to repeat myself. I'm sorry for inconveniencing you. However, I simply wish to make sure that you are not misremembering something. We wouldn't want you to be accused of lying later on, would we? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Are you calling Shinar's testimony a lie? Agent Lang, I'm talking with Agent Shinar right now. So I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't interrupt us with superfluous comments. Oh! You know, I feel kind of bad for him. I understand his pain at watching one of his subordinates being accused. However, I cannot turn my eyes from the truth. Lang, I'm alright. And as for you, I think you should be focusing your doubts on that girl rather than me. And why is that? Okay. Are you throwing Kay's words into doubt again? Well, she does claim to be the Yatagarasu, right? And she did try to chase down the Yatagarasu despite being just an average citizen. Actually, she came here with the goal of capturing the fake Yatagarasu. That's right, which is why I would never lie about anything related to the Yatagarasu. That word is going to be burned into my tongue for all fucking eternity, I swear. And I suppose you have proof of that somewhere? Not quite, but even without any, I have people who believe in me, and that's enough. I see. Kay's testimony is without flaw, but as for yours, well, let's just say that I find your testimony to be a bit suspicious. There seems to be a very large flaw in her testimony. Oh, why don't you show using what we found out with Little Thief? I will, in due time. The escape route of the Yatagarasu that Kay was in pursuit of, if it turns out that it really does lead right to Agent Shinar, then what is it that she is keeping from us right now? Okay. Although I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yatagarasu. This seems to be the one, right? This seems to be the one, right? So we know that Gumshoe was here. Shinar says she's in here. She's come out of there and gone there, right? Now, the only place this Yatagarasu could have gone is through the fireplace, right? So the way that it seems to be is she's run through here, through the fireplace into here, and then out to catch her again. The only thing is there's no, like, sus on her or anything. Which is maybe making it a little bit suspicious. Although I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yatagarasu. But the thing is, hang on. If Cochin's office was on fire... In general, smiling makes one more endearing, and the advice to smile more you believe is given in good faith. Some smiles in the last are unnerving, so you gotta work what you got. Yeah. Yeah. I think the thing is, like, it's when someone smiles and there's kind of that sort of, like... There's that kind of... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Basically means that person takes pleasure in other people's pain or discomfort. Sadistic, I guess, is the best word I can go for there. Sadistic is not the word I was looking for, but I think it works here. Never smile, always stare at people. Okay, chat. Okay. So, we need to cook. So what are we going to cook then, huh? See, the fireplace definitely seems like the most obvious. And there are signs that the revolving fireplace has been used, because the thing was, this side, actually, the revolving door was on the wrong side, wasn't it? So this has been used to burn stuff. Then someone's gone through it, and it's on the other side now. Manic? No, not manic. I can't think what the word is I was thinking of before. It's like 3 or 4 syllables, and it's quite a cool word. I tell you what, let's save here, because I'm not confident in this. I gotta nail this. I gotta nail this Mob Psycho 100 looking ass. But let's try, because the thing is, like, look, the fireplace is there. It was on the. This was not visible before. It was just a clean fireplace. So obviously it's been used once. Cook the books? No.
Objection!
Oh, it was the fireplace. Occam's razor. Being in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office is the problem with your testimony.
Not so fast!
Mr. Prosecutor, I don't see what problem you're talking about at all. Agent Lang, do you recall the secret we discovered about the Alabastian office fireplace? Huh? Oh, you mean how it connects the office with the room next door? What about it? Well, Alabast isn't the only country with secrets connecting fireplaces. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I got the emote name wrong. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh my god, I can't dance today. There we go. My dance was going all creepy. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my tracking today. I think, like, I need to probably let me just recalibrate my camera real quick. That was a very scary dance. Yeah, let me recalibrate the camera real quick. Hold on. Do, do, do. There we go. There we go. Now we're boogieing. Okay. What? The fireplace in Mr. Cochin's office holds the exact same secrets. What? The Yasagarasu didn't escape through the door to the room or the window. The escape room was through the revolving fireplace wall and into the next room over. Oh! That was creepy. Now do you see? If the Yasagarasu had escaped into the next room, then the thief would have run straight into Agent Shina. Surprise Pikachu face. Meaning it's impossible for her to have missed the Yasagarasu. Hiya! What is the meaning of this, Miles? Well, would you care to explain, Agent Shina? How you managed to completely miss the fleeing Yasagarasu, or shall I? Your claim that you were in the next room was a lie all along, wasn't it? The truth is, you were the one Kay saw in the coat. Pretending to be the Yasagarasu, and you were the one she chased after. As you tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Cochin's office and headed for the fireplace. Then you shed your coat to the next room, leaving it there to emerge as Agent Shina. After that, you came back around to place Kay under arrest. Does that sound about right? If not, then speak now or forever hold your peace. How dare you make Kay look like the bad guy when you're the suspicious one, pal? Uh-oh. Wait. No! No! No way! It's this motherfucker! You! You! Sheena? I think what's happening here is that Agent Lang has one of those, like, remote controls in his pocket, and he's just clicked it, and that thing has started going absolutely mental in there. Oh, boy. You know what? That was worth it. That was worth it for the joke. You think that's enough to make me feel remorse? No. No remorse. It's fucking her! That laugh. I remember this irritating laugh. Oh, I'm getting chills down my spine. It can't be, but it has to be. Sheena, what's wrong with you? I'm sorry. It was so funny that I couldn't help but laugh. Funny, you say? Yes, you would accuse me of being the Asagarasu. The prosecutors of this country really are also very strange. Do you think you can get away with this by simply laughing it off? You think I'm taking things too lightly? I think not. It's that prosecutor who is. Kamala Harris? Wasn't she one of the presidential nominees? I'm not like very up on who was running against the one who won. I know that it was a lady, but like I'm bad with names. I mean, it wasn't Liz Truss. Of that we should be thankful, right? Look, everything you said earlier is nothing more than mere speculation. The Asagarasu fled through the fireplace. Do you have any proof to back up your claim? If you don't, then you haven't proven a thing regarding the Asagarasu's escape route. The tone of voice you're taking with me now has certainly changed. That's because it's been a while since I've had this much fun. She had a habit of laughing at questions. Ah. Yeah, that's never a good sign. The only time I tend to laugh at a question is if it's, like, obviously a jesty question. You know, if it's a question that we're going to have a little bit of a laugh at, then, yeah, sure. I think I'll let loose, then we can have a real battle of wits. For an agent of Interpol to show me the true power of her mind, it's a great honour. Don't underestimate me. I'm not some foolish broad, you know. I know, and that is why I won't hold anything back either as I answer your question. My question? Here is your proof that the revolving fireplace wall in Babal was used recently. There are signs that show the revolving fireplace wall in Babal's side have been used. Now. It's the ink, isn't it? Because... Hang on. Is it the bills or is it the ink? Try the too simple option first. Yeah, but then she'll laugh at me and I'll feel silly. I don't want to feel silly. Who knows, maybe it'll work. I mean, yeah, it could do. The thing is, like, the fireplace itself with the thing is actually proof that it's been used because we know that, you know, the documents have been burned, but they were all burnt. I think the bills might be the right thing. It's neither the bills nor the ink. So is it the fireplace wall again? Why don't I want to feel like what I am? I feel like a sea slug. And in that's because I've got big sadness. I am blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-die. Dabba-dee, dabba-die. Dabba-dee, dabba-die. Dabba-dee, dabba-die. Silly. I do feel silly. I do feel... Oh, wait, I see what you mean. Yeah, I forgot what I'd said, and I was like, Nanda? But it's like, no, I am silly. I'm a silly little guy, you're right. Let's try it.
Take that!
I'm sorry, but is this really your honest answer to my question? Yes. According to Ambassador Poleno's testimony, he said that he was burning some documents in the fireplace with Mr. Cochin. Oh. The ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace, so they should have been there. However, when we went to investigate the room, the ashes weren't there. Why is that a problem? Maybe someone cleaned them up?
Objection!
The gifts have been wrapped for the nieces and nephews. How do you all do and how do you do? Yeah, I'm not bad, Dodso. How are you going? How are you going? Is it Thanksgiving in America soon? I'm really bad with dates of like your holidays over there. Or is this just like early prep for Christmas? I need to try and do some Christmas prep. My mum's coming up in a couple of weeks. We're going to go to a Christmas market. That's going to be nice. That's going to be good. Go to a Christmas market with my mummy. Oh, yes. With my mum. Unfortunately for you, Ambassador Poleno said that he forgot to. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer is simple. When the Yasugarasu went through the fireplace wall, the ashes were pushed into the next room by the wall as well. Do 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 do. Oh, perfect sync! Look at that! Amazing! Next week's Thursday. Nice, nice. May your turkeys be plump and juicy. This game has banger tracks, yeah. This track is also the updated autopsy report track, isn't it? I think what they did was they took that and they sped it up. Your sister and a family of pagans celebrating... Oh, they're celebrating Yule. Okay, fair enough. Oh, cool. That's neat. Yeah, that's neat. See, I do know some pagans. There's a few people I know from back home who are practicing druids. And they follow that particular like festival calendar. So they'd probably be doing the same thing. Yeah, they're a chill bunch. They like to sit around. Ringed, not exactly arenas. I'm just trying to think. It's like Celtic rings, and you know, just kind of. I think commune is the way I would describe it. I don't really know what the spiritual side of their stuff is, but the mystery of the druids, right, is why do they not have cat form yet? How are these World of Warcraft jokes working for you, chat? Hit? Miss? Bit of both? The movement of the ashes that were in Mr. Koshin's office is my proof. You sure Celtic druids don't have a cat form? Yeah, because like if they did, they'd have absolutely sick DPS. And just what is so funny? Oh, a game called Mystery of the Druids. Oh, is that the one where the guy's like? That one? Is it that one? I think I remember one where there's like a guy with a hood over his head and he's just kind of going. It is that one. Amazing. Yeah, I've seen it. I have actually seen that one. I think I was looking at it for Halloween month, actually. So, yeah. Ashes proof. Are you even allowed to submit such flaky evidence in court? You're still fish to fight us? Of course, why wouldn't I? In that case, let's hear your counter-argument. My counter-argument, huh? This really is just like being in court. Well, to me, we're simply continuing from where we left off all those years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. Before we go on to the next bit of a testimony, I'm just going to slink off for a quick piss. Give me a second, chat, alright? You gotta go, Notso. Ah, not to worry. Internet service is breaking up. Yeah, hopefully that gets sorted for you soon. I know that there's some friends I've got out actually in your state have been having some problems with their ISP as well. So, I mean, they could be on the same provider as you, actually, friend. Hopefully you get that sorted soon, though. But, like, take care. And if I don't catch you before, have an enjoyable time with the family at Yule. Or early Thanksgiving Yule. Have a good time with family. Just generally. Yeah. It's my sister's birthday today, actually. She's busy doing stuff, so I haven't been able to speak to her. But I did send her a card, at least. Yippee! Lunch break over? You hoping everyone's having a good holiday season? Yeah, you too, Zach. You take care, alright? And enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully, I will see you at some point soon. But as before, if I don't, take care, and I'll see you next time I do. So, let's nail this sniffable armpit lady. It doesn't matter if we're at a crime scene or in court. Let's finish this here and now. I suppose. I've had a lot of fun today, but I grow weary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this the last testimony and wrap up this absurd case once and for all. Okay. Oh! In my eyes, all you've proved is that the rotating fireplace wall was used. But you can't really call that proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace now, can you? So then, who was it used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence. Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation. And we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Cochin's office. Okay. And there you have it. My counter-argument. Ah! That's very impressive. She's seen through the fact that I've yet to gather that one piece of evidence. What is it, Kay? I haven't heard a peep out of you in quite a while now. If you don't think you can handle it, feel free to leave the rest of it to us. But Kay, pull yourself together. You are the true heir to the Yatagarasu name, are you not? If you want to steal the truth, then you must never take your eyes off of it. This chase you're running to catch the truth, you must see it through to the very end. You got a joint operation in Planet Side 2 with every French outfit on the European server. Damn. I remember seeing that game advertised in like PC Gamer 20 years ago, I think. It's crazy that stuff like that is still going, but it's really cool when you get old games that are like genuinely still big. You know, like, oh yeah, we've got like a European server. All the French folk are going to like get onto the Maginot line. And it's like, yeah, we're on the Maginot line. Come through to us, Europeans, and fight us on the Maginot line, right? We're just stood here on the Maginot line, eating escargot and chablis. Yeah, eating the chablis and drinking the escargot. And you just kind of like, man, stripy shirts and onions and berets and bicycles. Who knew they could be so scary? You're going to get farmed by the other two factions? Ouch. Painful. Mr. Edgeworth, you're right. I will see this through to the end. So, you go get her for me, Mr. Edgeworth. With pleasure. Looks like a lack of evidence has left you wide open, doesn't it? Sheena, please. Show me you're someone I can trust. Don't worry. This will be the deciding match. You'll see. I'm truly sorry, Agent Lang, but I simply can't allow it to escape me again. Funnily enough, the other nationalities that are most present are Germans and Russian, so it's almost like a lore-accurate Maginot Line. Yeah. I love that, like... I love that, like, we can freely just, like, joke about shit like this, you know? Like, for all that was a horrific conflict, it's like, actually, yeah, I mean, you know, we can... Yeah, we have these games going on, it's like, oh, we could draw some parallels here, huh? We could draw, like, a parallel 3. Very well then, Agent Sheena. Shall we begin? Pfft. I'm ready whenever you are. Okay. Okay.
Hold it!
It sounds to me like you're saying my explanation is not good enough. But I was able to go through the revolving door myself. Oh, I gotta stop that. My neck's starting to hurt. So that should be proof enough even for you, pal. I've got a right bang over today. My band played a gig last night. And my stage presence is like... I would best describe it as jittery. Like, I'll be playing my drums, and then, like, every now and then, I'll just let my neck just, like, look like it's just completely spasming. Just like, can I do it on command here? It's like... No, it doesn't translate well to the model. But it's, like, very jittery. Like, I'm just trying to think how you describe it. So... Do you remember how the construct moves when it starts running in Soma? Or like there's those enemies which kind of move around, they're like twitching horrifically. Like they're just twitching. Actually no, that's a better example. Do you remember the twitchers from Dead Space? It's like that. That's what my stage presence is like a Dead Space twitcher. And it's quite hard on my neck, but I can't stop myself. I'm just like, I'm too into the groove at that point. But by your looks, I can guess that you're not all that learned. Oh! Talk about rude. You should watch what you say, pal. Sadly, I can't say I disagree with her on that one. But you know what I mean, right? You may have proven that fireplace was used.
Hold it!
So you want proof that the Yatagrasu was the one who used the fireplace? That's right. Well, do you have any? Ah... Can you prove that it wasn't the Yatagrasu who used the fireplace? I don't need to prove anything to you. Objection!
Hold it!
Okay, if you could please not steal my line. Sorry, but I just couldn't hold it in anymore. Well, don't fret and leave it to me. All you have to do is sit back and watch. Haha! You may seem to have some wiggle room, but without any evidence, it's meaningless.
Hold it!
It's possible that the Yatagrasu left fingerprints inside the fireplace. Sorry, but I had the forensics team check that already. All they found were prints belonging to Ambassador Plano and Mr. Cochin. Curses! I should have known better than think the Yatagrasu would have been so careless. But there must be some sort of evidence that we still have yet to find. Aha! I take it you have no further objections?
Hold it!
Okay. So Interpol has finished examining the entire Barbalese embassy. Yes, the investigators who weren't allowed into Alabasta were incredibly helpful. They all put in great efforts to search for any sign of the Yatagrasu. And yet, despite all that effort, it appears that they failed to notice the lack of ash in the office fireplace. Furthermore, you were the one who inspected the room next to Mr. Cochin's, correct? I didn't notice the ash in the fireplace of that room, and for that I'm sorry. You don't need to apologise, Sheena. As your boss, your mistakes are my mistakes. So allow me to apologise for you. I'm sorry. You know, maybe this guy's not such a bad guy after all. He apologises for his subordinates and everything. What a great boss. Are you saying that I don't do anything for my own subordinates? Nothing of the sort, sir. You're someone I really respect, sir. Even if you are a bit too strict sometimes. Oh no, we got to spank Gumshoe. Have we got to spank Gumshoe? In his big gumshoe bottom. That is only a problem on your end. Wow, way to be super hard on him in response. Am I really too strict on everyone? Anyway, Sheena. You didn't find anything in Mr. Cochin's office, right? That's right. We finished our investigation.
Hold it!
Oh my god. Why is my model tripping out so much tonight when I do that? That's terrifying. Look! Oh boy. So you really didn't find anything? Yeah, as I said, not one suspicious thing. Although, as you already know, maybe lightning being up. I've actually got both of my ring lights on me right now. Like, I have the ring lights on to basically make it so that the camera can see my face better. So, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need a brighter bulb in here. We did find the Yatagrassi's key in the document detailing the smuggling operation. But we still haven't found the blade that belongs to the Barbalese knife handle yet. Ha! You see? My subordinates worked hard to investigate everything. So there was nothing else to find, alright? Well, Agent Lang really sticks up for his people. Lang, she says, all men are brothers, and friends become family. Huh. So you see, my people are my family, and their families are my family too. That's a rather large family you have there. Yes, but as we all know, there is always one black sheep in any family. And though it pains me, Agent Lang, you will know the black sheep in your family. So, do you actually have any proof that the Yatagrass used the fireplace passageway? No, I haven't found any yet. Then what are we going to do? There's no need to worry. Because there is a loophole in Miss Interpol Agent's argument we can exploit first. The one in charge of the Barbalese investigation was not Agent Lang, which means that with Agent Sheena in charge, it's possible she may have tampered with the evidence. That piece of evidence that we found. If there is one thing I do know, it is that someone tried to hide it from us. Okay. Interesting. Someone tried to hide a piece of evidence from us. So, let's have a quick look. The blade is definitely Alabastian. Swapped with the real murder weapon's handle, its blade has yet to be found. I think it was... It has to be this then, doesn't it? Oh wait, hang on. No, look at the pommel, because the pommel has the rose, not the butterfly. And if you look at this one has this one does not have the rose. It's got the butterfly there. Okay. But then again, swapped with the real murder weapon's handle, its blade yet to be found. Check my other evidence, yeah. Something someone wanted to keep hidden from us. See, the thing that they kept hidden was actually the knife, right? Was this carried across country lines? See, the thing is, Mr. Coach is on the Barbalese side. The blade is Alabastian. But then was this used in the murder? No, this wasn't used in the murder. The guy who was the thief, he was hit on the head. He was killed by blunt force trauma. But Cochin was killed with a stab to the neck. The blade is Alabastian, right? Was this found in the office? Where was this found again? Where did we find the knife? The knife wasn't very hidden. No. But it was found in the office. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. It wasn't very hidden, but it was found in the office. And the thing is, if the office is in Babal, what is an Alabastian knife doing there? That's my question.
Objection!
It's not that. Okay, so it's not the knife. Have I looked over all the evidences? Yes, and I can't see anything else that jumps out at me. So, like, the fireplace door, okay. A good length of wire found wrapped up inside the clock. Oh, the clock, hang on, the clock was, like, not running, was it? The clock wasn't running, was it? So would this be...
Objection!
Ah ha ha! Ha ha ha! While you say that you and your agents have finished your thorough investigation, I are you absolutely certain that you didn't overlook anything? Well, aren't we full of ourselves standing there insulting Interpol agents? The wire or counterfeit bills? Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. You better not be insinuating my men are incompetent, Mr. Prosecutor. I'd never do that. However, it doesn't change the fact that they did overlook something. I'd like for you to take a look at this. Length of wire. And what exactly is this supposed to mean? A length of wire? So what about it? I'll tell you what. We found this inside the Barbalese embassy not long ago. What? And we found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Cochin's office. You found that at the scene of Mr. Cochin's murder. But this wire wasn't all we found. We found one other very important thing. There's more. In Mr. Cochin's office, there were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there. What is a... Ayah! That evidence was something you found out through that girl's machine, right? So what if it was? Ah, that's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by a machine is hardly concrete proof. Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills? No. You see? So there was nothing in that office. Nothing you can call evidence anyway.
Objection!
I'm sorry, but I seem to have given you the wrong impression. How so? I don't recall saying that I was presenting evidence of any sort. But rather, I was pointing out that your investigation was incomplete. Doodle-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Every time. I could just, like, groove to this all day. Edgeworth's not trying to find the truth, he's just being petty. I mean, he's good at it. He is good at, like, bitching out a lot. This is what happens when him and Phoenix have, like, a domestic dispute. The claws come out. Oh, yeah. And that this throws doubt on the purity of your investigation into the Yasagarasu. You still suspect me, I see. Alright then, I ask that you point out what part of my investigation is incomplete. The other Interpol agents worked under the command of Agent Sheena. And is it not possible that the reason the person K was chasing chose the third floor was because that person knew there would be no other agents on that floor? Furthermore, we've come to see that Agent Sheena was only pretending to be investigating the Yasagarasu to the point of arresting K. In that case, there is one location that no one has yet to inspect. Your team's investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this location. Objection, you didn't do the dishes yesterday. Hold it, do you have any proof to do that? Objection, what evidence points to Phoenix not doing the dishes? Oh, I'm working on an objection.lol with a custom character at the minute. I should probably finish that up this weekend. You gotta go. No worries. Lang moment 3, Gumshoe moment 11, and Someone moment 1. Right, gotcha. Team's investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this location. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-la-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-la-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-la-ba-ba. Now, the only place I can think of is the only place I can think of, right? And your team's investigation is incomplete because they failed to inspect this location. So, let's think about this. The fireplace? Because they didn't know about this. The elevator? Supposed to lock off in case of fire. Don't use it. Hallway? Can't be the hall. I don't think it could be the hallway. Because the thing is, like, Because they didn't know about the fireplace, did they? Oh. This is tricky. This is tricky, guys. Can I do it? Do I try it? Try the room Sheena was in if she was alone in there? That's a good point. She could have messed with evidence? Yeah, we'll try it.
Take that!
The location, Agent Sheena, is of course the room you claim to have examined. Ah, you're right, Hades. Good shout, good shout. I believe the room next to Mr. Cochin's office warrants a thorough inspection. Even if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you there. I will be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. I'm on it. I'll be right back after I check out the room next to the office. Ooh. Backless outfits. I do quite like a shapely back. We know she's a bad faith actor. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you really think Miss Sheena's the Yasugarasi? Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is. Then I'm not going to let her get away with ruining the name of the Yasugarasi. Look, Hades. Look. Sniffer. But can you prove that she's the Yasugarasu is the question. If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will find, then I should be able to. And just what are you hoping he'll find? Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier. An experiment? As if that detective has the brains for high science. It wasn't that mentally taxing. I had him use the same escape route as the Yasugarasu. And what did you find out by doing that? First, that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall door. Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Barbalese ink. Who cares what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway. Ah, but is it really worth so little? I believe that it's actually quite a meaningful result, the value of which I'm about to prove. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I found some things you really need to see, sir. Oh, so what are these things that you found? Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, sir. You found a coat? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one the person I was chasing was wearing. Yes, the possibility does exist. Agent Sheena, were these pieces of evidence not in that room when you examined it? Pfft, unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room. Oh. Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now?
Hold it!
These items that the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them. They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission.
Objection!
I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. But if you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on this. I say let them look at your stuff, Sheena. Lang! Sheena, let's put it all out in the open. If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry about, right? Ah, there's Lang moment number 3. I guess so. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you'd like. After all, I have nothing to hide. Good. Now let us begin. So, which of Agent Sheena's belongings are you... oh, what? Wrong voice. Which of Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to examine, sir? I mean, for the sake of the investigation, the coat, but let's have a little sniff first. Let us examine her shoes. There doesn't appear to be anything particularly odd about them. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you know what they say about men who stare at women's shoes for too long, right? Haha, how scandalous. I am merely doing my job, Agent Lang. I don't see how that warranted a comment. Now then, there is some dirt on the soles, but otherwise they seem perfectly normal. I guess there really wasn't anything suspicious about Agent Sheena's shoes. I suppose not. Let's move on and examine something else. Alright, it's the coat then. Okay. Let's examine the coat. Yes, sir. It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent Sheena, the Yasugarasu case was wearing a coat, and I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace. Haha, no, you have it wrong. That soot probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out the fire. And what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat? Oh, I didn't realise that the hem was that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with soot from when I was helping with the fire. I don't think so. You think you get away with such a transparent lie? Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern of dirt that got on me caught when I went through the fireplace. Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. So unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace, which I can, we're going to burn it. How? You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe. Me, sir? What did I do? This coat, this is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. I had been hoping to find the coat that the person Kay saw was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat. I don't quite get what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir. All that remains is for us to show what the dark substance on the coat hem is. Oh, you think you can do that? Of course I can. This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of this coat. Barbalese ink.
Take that!
Barbalese ink? Yes, this is what will prove that the coat went through that fireplace. According to Ambassador Paleno, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning. You told us about that already, so I don't really see the point in mentioning it again. My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time. If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Barbalese ink, it would prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall. Ah! Sorry to have clipped one of your wings, Yasagarasu. We were not finished yet. But you have no way of proving whether or not this is Barbalese ink on the coat hem. Oh, but I do, and I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds. How? How, you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is Barbalese ink. Burn it! We can find out whether that is Barbalese ink or not by lighting it on fire. That's how you're going to prove that it's Barbalese ink? Yes, if you could please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, I'd appreciate it. Because I will show you here and now what the dark substance is. Sheena, sorry to do this, but I'm going to have to cut off a bit of your coat. Go ahead, I wasn't planning to wear it anymore anyway. Now then, if someone could loan me a lighter or something. Oh, I've got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light smoke bombs. Then if I could please have one, Kay, we can get this experiment underway. It's a flame! It's the same colour as the flames wit crystal oil produces, which means Barbalese ink is a product of wit crystal oil. I'm grooving every time this comes on. Oops. And when lit, the ink produces a green flame. I believe the time has come to clip the Yasugarasu's other wing. Miss Sheena, you're the fake Yasugarasu. The one who killed my father. It's about time you came clean, Agent Sheena, or should I say, Callisto you. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you? Do I look like the joking type to you? Haha. Callisto you? I've never heard that name before in my life. Is that manner of speaking and that attitude? You haven't changed a bit in 7 years. You're the defense attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and then tried to frame me for it. Oh, really? And you have proof? You insist that I'm this Callisto you woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me.
Objection!
Yeah, Lang can. The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived, and it will reveal your true, ugly form to the world. Enough poetry. I want to see some evidence. Do you really have something that can prove she is Callisto you? I do. It's something the second Yasagarasu was preserved for us these last 7 years. Do me the honour, Mr. Edgeworth. I will, Kay, for we've finally come to the end. We'll prove it to be Callisto you with this and clip this Yasugarasu's wings for good. Oh, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Is it the perfume? It's something the second Yasugarasu has preserved for us these last 7 years. This was like Kay's been safeguarding. It's the perfume.
Take that!
This perfume. This will prove you to be Callisto you. It will? Kay has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle? This belonged to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Naturally, this means that a few of her fingerprints are on here as well. This is that bottle of perfume you spilled, which I've preserved ever since. I heard from my father, Bern Faraday, that if stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades, which means that your fingerprints are still on here. Every last one. We can clear everything up if we were to compare the prints on this to your own. Now come, Agent Sheena. Will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test? Aha. Oh god. Oh boy. I don't like this. I don't like this. She's got fangs. I'm scared, chat. I'm scared. It looks like you've seen right through me yet again. Ah, you're sending the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth. Callisto, you. So you've shown your true face at last. This feeling of thrill. It's even greater than that time 7 years ago. Sheena, you're... Lang, I really enjoyed our days together. You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted idiot of a man. So you're a spy all along. A mole sent by the smuggling ring I've been chasing. Someone has been feeding me insulin in Interpol all this time. Ah, very good. Maybe you're not as big of an idiot as I thought. Callisto Yu, the woman who killed my father 7 years ago. And she shows again at last, yeah. You're her, aren't you? The fake Yasugarasu. That's right, Callisto Yu. That's just one of my many names. But even that's just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the great thief Yasugarasu. Callisto Yu, this time you won't escape, for this is the end of the road for you. Now come along quietly. You know, you're the one who left the strongest impression on me, K. Faraday. And had you not used the Yasugarasu's gadgets, I might have never known who you were. But here you are being a thorn in my side, just like your father always was. Kay, don't! You! I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father. You really are just like him. Mr. Faraday too possessed such laughable honesty. Uh-oh. Kay! Ah! You let Kay go around now, pal! You're despicable! Let go of me, you filthy... Ah! You think I'm a fake, don't you? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yasugarasu. But that's impossible! My father was the one who created the little thief. Aha! Hey, Edgeworth. The Yasugarasu has 3 legs. Do you know why that is? Why it has 3 legs?
There are 3 main reasons why the Yasugarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yasugarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yasugarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system.
No, it can't be. Did you finally figure it out? Do you finally know the real identity of the Yasugarasu? The real identity of the Yasugarasu is... Bern Faraday? Callisto Yu? Or both of them and Detective Bad? The real identity of the Yasugarasu is neither Bern Faraday nor Callisto Yu. But by the same token, they are also both the real Yasugarasu. Ha ha! How very perceptive of you. No way! The single person known as the Great Thief Yasugarasu never existed. Mr. Edgeworth! No, I refuse to believe this. The Yasugarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1. The Yasugarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. And a lawyer would have the opportunity to learn the layout of client corporations. Skill number 2. The Yasugarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. And a good prosecutor would be well versed in the ways of a criminal. And skill... Oh, who's this? This is, and skill number 3? The Yasugarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind. Ever. Oh! It's bad! Detective Bad! Hang on. Ara's not here, so I'm going to send a quick screenie over. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
It was only natural for the Yasugarasu to never leave evidence behind. Because the lead detective on the case hid it all anyway.
You're the 3rd member of the Yasugarasu?
You. I've been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years. I finally got you.
You gotta go, Hades. No worries, we'll be wrapping up after this bit anyway. So hopefully see you tomorrow for some Fields of Mystery, but if not, take care. Have a good one. Aha! Why, Mr. Bad, long time no see. What happened to us? We used to be such a great team. If you were such a great team, why did you kill my father 7 years ago? Ha ha ha, why indeed? It was nothing personal, really. He was just another person I had to kill. How can you say that? I grow weary of this, and it's about time for everything to come to an end. And this time, I won't miss. Stop!
You!
Kay!
Uh-oh. It's over, Sheena.
Your leg! Oh, damn! Agent Lang!
Urgh. You idiot. What were you thinking, jumping in front of my gun like that? What are you risking your life for?
I'm sorry, Detective Bad, but no matter what sort of past she may have, or even if she is a spy, it doesn't change the fact that she is my subordinate. And as long as she is, I can't allow any harm to come to her, not even from you. You really are an idiot, you know that? Ha, it's fine with me. You should know by now that this is just how I am. Hey, sis. Yes? I want you to conduct a full body search. She and I might have another weapon on her. All right. Detective Gumshoe, your assistance, please. Sir! Gumshoe's just happy he's finally getting to touch a woman. Hey, I found something. What is this, sir? It looks like the blade of a knife, but it doesn't have a handle. This is a great find, Detective. It is, sir. Let's try pairing up this blade with this handle.
Take that!
I believe this blade actually belongs to the handle that was on the murder weapon. Hey, they fit together perfectly. This blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched. I'm going to go return this Barbalese knife now. Alright. I trust that you'll make sure that it is returned to Ambassador Polano. Okay. I believe this makes it perfectly clear who did it, Callisto you. For the only time the handles could have been switched is just after Mr. Cochin's murder. Aha! Which means that you must be Mr. Cochin's killer. You killed Mr. Cochin with the Alabastian knife. Switched the handles, and then took the original blade of the Barbalese knife with you. Later, you allowed yourself to be spotted by Kay near the open-air stage. You used the fireplace to lose her, and then you went back to accuse her of the murder. Does that about sum it up?
Objection!
Aha! You craft an engaging tale, Edgeworth, but there are 2 problems with it. Problems? In what respect? What do you think my real reason was in allowing her to chase after me? It was also I could capture Kay Faraday. What? When I saw you using that device at Gatewall's I knew right away that you were Burn Faraday's daughter. Haha! I became curious, so I researched a little into your background. That's how I found out that you were on the trail of the Yasugarasu. So that's why you tried to pin Mr. Cochin's murder on me. Yes, I knew you'd show up at this embassy tonight. So I thought to use you, but pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal. You had another. Yes. Once I had you under arrest, I planned to search you and take back the device that rightfully belongs to me, the true Yasugarasu. You were going to take the little thief away from me. 7 years ago, it's thanks to that device that Faraday was able to infiltrate this place. But he stole more than he should have. I had a tough time recovering that precious key. Then the person who stole the Yasugarasu's key was Mr. Faraday?
You. That incident 7 years ago. What was the catalyst behind it?
In the eyes of the smuggling ring, the Yasugarasu was becoming a bit of a problem. It wasn't an especially pleasant assignment. Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yasugarasu? Why? There is no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. From the beginning? What is that supposed to mean? The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now to this day. Does this mean that the leader of the smuggling ring wasn't Mr. Cochin? Then the real ringleader is still out there pulling the strings.
Are you done asking what you need to know? Because if so, we should probably get going. And you're going to tell me everything you did tonight. Do you understand, Sheena?
I guess I should tell you then that I was the one who set the Barbalese embassy on fire. And why did you do that? Oh, I suppose it was to destroy all evidence of the counterfeit bills. That was what the smuggler was trying to do. But then why start 2 fires? Sorry, but I can't tell you anything about the ring. It's your job to complete your investigation, after all. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn to enjoy the ride. Off to prison. Wait, I mean Miss Sheena? Yes? When I fell to the floor, these fell at my feet. What about them? They're such pretty hair sticks that I thought, well, I should return them to you. You can have them. They're of no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, you can always just throw them away. No, I want to keep them. Aha, suit yourself. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot, Edgeworth. About the second problem I had with your story. I didn't kill anyone tonight. What? I'm not saying that as a sore loser. Think of it as a hint, if you will.
Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes, Agent Lang?
Mark my words, I'm not done here, and I'll be back. And it's got nothing to do with duty or anything, because this has become my personal case. I may have been shot, but I'll show you just how dangerous a wounded wolf can be.
His anger appears to have negated the sensation of pain in his injured leg. Oh, he's actually limping. Oh, bless him. It's finally over, Kay. I feel like I've peered into her heart a little, you know? And it's so cold and dark and incredibly lonely. The person who's giving all these commands, the one who thought my father was a problem to be removed, that person is the real ringleader behind the smuggling ring. Mr. Edgeworth, I have a favour to ask. Can you hold on to these hair sticks for me? They're real pretty, just like the ones that have stand for the Jammy Ninja show. But until this case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome. I understand. I'll take good care of them for you. There's a bit of soul stuck on the ends of these sticks. Okay. Oh, I guess it's that time already, huh? So it's midnight, it's the dawn of another day.
Hey, Pops, thanks a bunch. You've really done a lot for everyone all these years.
Detective Bat, don't tell me today is the day.
Yeah, it is. With this, I can retire in peace. It was down to the wire. We almost didn't make it. But we did it. We solved everything.
But that's just it. We haven't solved everything yet. The ringleader of the smuggling ring, you, the Yasugarasu, were chasing after.
The legend of that Yasugarasu is now over. Mr. Edgeworth, that bit of logic earlier was brilliant. I feel like I can leave it all in your hands. I'm counting on you.
Is it really true, Uncle Bad? Were you also part of the Yasugarasu?
As I said to you earlier, Kay, I'm truly sorry. I wanted nothing but a peaceful life for you.
Uncle Bad.
Hey, don't take it so seriously. It's all just one big joke, right?
Unfortunately, it isn't.
Oh, come on, sir. She's just yanking on the chain, isn't she, Mr. Edgeworth?
Detective Bad. Wait, no, you are no longer a detective. Mr. Bad, I'd like to ask you about the Yasugarasu.
Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, here, I should give these back to you.
These are the pages from my KG8 case file that the Yasugarasu stole from my office. Wait, it was him? Okay. Huh, wait, what?
Mr. Edgeworth, I must apologise for last night.
Oh, damn. So the Yasugarasu who stole this my room was you, was it?
Wait, what? Tell me it's not true. That's too insane for me to believe, sir. It's true, even if it's not something you want to hear. The KG8 incident. It was a very emotionally trying case. We stood in that courtroom, Faraday as the prosecutor and I as the lead detective. Faraday had evidence in his possession that would prove the defendant guilty. However, because it was stolen, the defendant was found innocent. You was the elder sister of the victim in the case. When the defendant was pronounced not guilty, she let out a great wail. That's when we realised there was a limit to what the law could do. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside the court. That's what we thought at the time. That's how we formed the Yasugarasu. And vowed to bring to light any dirty dealings companies had with the ring, including companies that dealt with the Amano group.
Mr. Amano's conglomerate?
We called ourselves the Yasugarasu. and flexed our collective muscle. We exposed all sorts of shady dealings as a warning to the business world as a whole. By doing that, we were able to stop the higher-ups from covering things up. And then, it was finally time. We had finally arrived at the moment when we'd find out the ringleader's true identity. It was then that you literally stabbed us in the heart, and Faraday, he died for it.
But why? Wasn't she the sister of the victim in the KGA incident?
After Faraday's death, I looked into her past, and that's when I found out that she was a phony. The victim of the KG8 incident, CCU. She never had a sister.
What? Then that means...
Sheena wasn't the only fake name she used. Callisto U was also another pseudonym. From the very beginning, that woman was a spy sent by the smuggling ring.
She said it herself. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning.
Anyway, let's return to the real topic at hand. Mr. Edgeworth, this trump card we stuck onto this page of the case file. Please use it wisely.
Trump card?
That photo that we stuck on there. Try peeling it off. Behind it slumbers a piece of evidence that Faraday hid away all those years ago.
It's the Master of the Yasugarasu, but why?
This is a directives card from the big boss. Take a look at the back. This was something Coach and had on at the time of the KG8 incident, 10 years ago. That blood is from the victim of the incident, Miss CCU.
But why is the card adorned with the mark of the Yasugarasu?
The reason why we called ourselves the Yasugarasu was because of the three-legged raven mark that the smuggling ring's boss used. Apparently, orders from the boss would come on these cards without fail. The person who received the order was supposed to burn it immediately after reading it. And apparently, it burns a bright green flame when set ablaze.
So you mean the cards were written in Barbalese ink?
The fact that the card that Coaching was sent made it into Faraday's hand at all is nothing short of a miracle. We decided that whenever we stole anything, we would send a card along with it to the police.
So that's what those white cards are.
The great thief used the mark that only those within the ring would know. It was our message to the ringleader that we were only a few steps behind.
Okay.
And one more thing. Detective Gumshoe. I'm entrusting this to you.
What's this, sir?
This is what I was talking about earlier. During the KG8 incident trial, Faraday had this in his possession. This is an important definitive piece of evidence.
But I thought it was stolen. How do you have it?
The person who stole it from us 10 years ago was a man by the name of Ernest Armano, and he had it locked and hidden away for all this time. But we forced him to tell us where it was finally, after the other day's kidnapping case.
Okay. This video. What? Don't come any closer. I'm warning you. This is the same video as the one Mr. Portsman is trying to conceal from me. Hey, how you doing, man? You've come in kind of towards the end of the stream, I think. We're kind of wrapping up the story for this bit tonight. How we going, though? All good?
Yeah, it would seem that even he was caught up in the ring's web. Amano was preparing to take on the boss someday, and the video was his insurance. That's where that prosecutor comes in. He was to retrieve the video. On top of that, he was apparently instructed to sneak into your office and steal the trump card. You saw it for yourself, right? The card that told him to preserve the evidence.
Then, that card was not the calling card of the Yasugarasu, but rather a directives card from the ringleader to Mr. Portsman.
The two pieces together make for a strong weapon forever holds them.
You thought you'd pop by to say congrats on Tree Fiddy. Yeah, thank you, I got Tree Fiddy. Yes. I was actually going at enough pace that I thought maybe I could get 500 by the end of the event. Now it's like 400, maybe at a push. Tree Fiddy's a big mark though. Like this time last year, I think I was just at around about 200 on Twitch, and my YouTube was like 150. So, yeah, I mean, it's jumped up recently. Dual streaming the goat. All I need is about 350? Yeah, it's true. The evidence Mr. Portsmouth thought to withhold from me, and the one that you stole from my office last night, both pieces are illegal, and for me to use either one is... Whether you use them or not is up to you. But they will be of help to you when you take on someone who is above the law. Is the boss one of those who cannot be brought to court that Mr. Faraday spoke of? It's one of the ambassadors. Detective Bad. There is no limit to the law, for it is the people who determine the limits to them. You still insist that, even now. You really are something else. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, the handcuffs. It's time to lock up the last remaining member of the Yatagarasu. Pops, don't ever lose your detective spirit. Oh, Pops, why is this happening? This ain't justice. Like I always told you, do not get emotionally involved. Now let's go. Yes, sir. Damn. Is this really the end of a legend? No, it can't be. Damn. Right. Let's pull over here. Yeah, we'll wrap up there because my voice is starting to go. It's been a long week. Let me just... There we go. Okay. Yeah, so that was fun. I'm going to go rest up now. I'm probably going to play Stardew Valley on my Switch for a bit because I've been maxing like fuck. Like, my Stardew farm is ridiculous now. But on the subject of farming games, we're back to being Juniper's Floor. Yes, sir, you love the new look? Thank you. Yeah. It's neat. It's good. It's good. So tomorrow, we're going to be Juniper's Floor in Fields of Mystery again. I'm starting at... I'm down to start at 6. I might start at 5 because wife is at a baby shower, so I've got, like, the afternoon to myself. Then Sunday is Tectonica from 5 p.m. And then I need to put like a schedule for next week together, but... oh god. Ooh, shoot me. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to pop off then. I will see you guys soon. Make sure to have a good day and look after yourselves. And in the meantime, take lots of care. I'll see you all soon. Till then.